What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we got the Civic right here. Oh, we're doing something on that side, but you know what? We're gonna focus on this side because we're gonna be placing some parts that SI needs to be replaced. So today we're gonna be replacing the lower control arm with the ball joint, and obviously we're gonna go with K-tuned for both sides. We're replacing it. I already got that side replaced, but for this video we're gonna do the passenger side. So stay tuned. We're gonna go step by step how to remove your lower ball joint and lower control arm. Alright guys, so to start off right here, you're gonna have to remove an end link that connects to lower control arm, which is right here. It's gonna be a 14, and I don't know, depending on how your car is, it might move or not, but I'm gonna grab just like that, guys. The nut comes off the end link. We can push out once we're ready to remove this. Alright guys, after you're done with that end link nut off, you're gonna have to remove, as you saw last install, front tie down bar right here. It's a 17, and from the lower control arm right here, so it disconnects. And then back here, you see where it ends, it's actually a 15. We're gonna get it through here, so we're gonna have to remove this plastic cover right here with these two little clips so the hand dangles down, and just take this off. And then after that, we should easily just right here to the back, you see the lower ball joint right there with the little cotter pin and the castle nut, so that's gonna be a 19. So after that, we're just gonna crack that open, and before we do anything with that, obviously we're gonna get a ball joint separated from our local AutoZone, which is, it's a Luna tool, so good for us. So we're gonna go ahead and just loosen all that up and then get that lower ball joint separator, and then we should be good. And then obviously, before we put these parts in, we're gonna put them together, so it's gonna be one step install and should be good. Alright guys, so I actually found out doing the other side, it's easier to take off the whole sway bar end link, and the sway bar just disconnected from where it mounts, which is underneath the car, which is held by two 14s. Should be simple enough to remove. And the end link, again, it's easy to remove. Just remove it how you remove the bottom one. So we're just gonna go ahead and just remove that and start working on the whole entire piece. Alright guys, so after you got it loose, you can see the sway bars laying sagging down behind the wheel, like right about around there. You'll see a castle nut that's attaching the lower ball joint with the actual wheel hub and all that assembly. So we're gonna go ahead, it's actually 19, we're gonna go ahead and pop that off, but before we have to undo the cover pin, and then before anything, it won't come off, so just loosen it a little bit, and then we're gonna get a ball joint separator which separates both of them. Alright guys, so you saw we loosened up that castle nut with the 19 wrench. So next is this ball joint separator that you put in between the ball joint. You don't want to use this if you're just going to replace your lower control arm. You can get a rental tool from AutoZone. It's a separator. But since we have new lower ball joints, we can go ahead and send it and pretty much tear it off from the assembly. And then, but first we're gonna loosen up that 17 right here, which is with by my Megan Racing tie down bar, and then the one that back here is behind, like right there. It's a 15. So we're gonna go ahead and break these loose and that one, and take this, pretty much take this off, loosen, make sure it's loosened, and when we pry this lower ball joint, it should come out as one piece. So, but if you want, you can loosen the 3 bolts are right here under the lower ball joint down here. They're all 17s. You can loosen that too if you just want to take one at a time, but we're gonna try to take this whole thing as a piece. Let's get to that. Alright guys, you can see here we have the 15, and we're actually doing it with the ratchet. So you just loosen it, and it's took a while, but these are pretty much, I did the other side by hand, just, you know, working it. Alright guys, so finally after some patience, we got it out. So now we're gonna go ahead and remove this right here. where they join together. We're gonna go ahead and put the fork right between here and hit it, and hopefully it comes out in a jiffy. And that's why you can't loosen this all the way, so I just put it as many threads, so as soon as it drops down I can loosen this. We can take this whole assembly off. So let's get to pretty much destroying this bushing, this lower ball joint. Just like that, it popped right out. So let me show you real close. Alright, so after pretty much hitting it, let's go down. Right here, you can see the castle nut on top right there. I don't know if you guys can really see that, but you spin it, and the castle nut should come freely now. And then I'm gonna set you guys on so you guys can see me remove this whole thing. Just like that, the whole thing comes right off. Yeah, so I went ahead and cleaned the area right there where the new ones are gonna sit in, the new bushings and the new lower control arm. I went ahead and cleaned it up, and it was pretty dirty, as you can see here, and down on the floor. But I went ahead and cleaned it so we can go ahead and probably get it more better to slide in, so we have more easier room to play with. So we just put it in, and hopefully everything turns out for the best. But let's go ahead and bring out the new pieces. Alright guys, so here's the new K-tune lower ball joint and lower control arm compared to the old one. You see here, this one's already kind of cracking, kind of getting old. I don't know if these were replaced. And this, you know, I'll just change it because I want to, you know, might as well, if I'm getting the K-tune lower control, might as well get the lower ball joint. So that's what we're doing. Pretty much swapping out from OEM to K-tune. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and, you know, put some grease or something around the WD-40 around these bushings so that it gives me more wiggle room or to play in. But I'll try to record as much as I can because I'm the only one doing this right now. So yeah, but pretty much how you took it off, just put it back in, and just I'm gonna try to lubricate these areas. I have better room just to put it in and not struggle. So let's go ahead and do that. Hey guys, a quick little update. I got one side in, so pretty much see how it's pretty lined up. After you line it up, it helps if you have an impact tool or tool, because as soon as you get it in, just slip it all the way through, and then obviously torque it down to spec. All the torque specs in the description below if you guys are interested. But yeah, we got it in on that side. Now we just need this side. So we got everything on. Luckily, this was less pain than the other one, obviously, because now we have some sort of experience. As you can see, we have it on, and then the lower ball joint from K-tune as well. K-tune kit comes with a new cover pin that you will use for the castle nut right there after you tighten it down. But one thing, you will have to use the 3/17 on the old lower ball joint for this one. But yeah, simple enough. Some tips: pry bar, hammer, and if you're not reusing your lower ball joints, that. But yeah, it was just pretty much aligning the holes. I use a little screwdriver to align the holes all the way through, and then pretty much thread in the bolts, and then the rest I did with my impact gun all the way on top, and then torque it down to spec, which is like 76. Again, I will put everything in the description for every part that needs to be torqued down. But yeah, so now we're just gonna finish up with putting the cover pin and putting back up the sway bar and the end link. So yeah, and after that we should be pretty good. Let you guys know when we're done, and pretty much an overview of the car. Alright you guys, you see we're all done. Driver's side, all nice, K-tuned, and then of course the passenger side right there. So we're all done with this install. So pretty much some tips is just, you know, get them aligned. I use a screwdriver to get the holes aligned, then put the bolt in and a couple threads and hit it with the impact gun, because luckily I have one. If not, rent one or something, because it really helps with both of these to go in right away. And then obviously you have to use the 3/17 for the lower ball joint, and for the castle nut. Before you put the whole knuckle in, just put in a couple and thread it in, and then when it goes back in, just tighten all the way. And then obviously if you need to tighten a little bit more, tighten until you see the hole, so you put the cover pin, you know, bend it, you know, so you'll be safe. But yeah, I will put all the torque specs in the description once again, so if you guys need help with the torque specs, they'll be in the description. But yeah guys, so that's gonna do it for today's video guys. So we did upgrade all this, pretty much some of the suspension components to K-tune. I'm looking forward to more K-tune parts. I'm thinking I'm getting outer tie rods from K-tune and coilovers. But that's gonna do it today guys. Peace out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.